Welcome, Santa's helpers, and happy holidays.
Sassy
For
with
those
100
of you,
bits.
thank you, Sassy. For those of you who do not know, I'm Tiffany. Normally I play Hazel in the main campaign, but tonight we're going to do a fun one-shot that is Christmas themed because I love Christmas. So we thought we would bring a little holiday cheer out here. We're going to take a trip to the North Pole tonight. So get ready. You three are members of Santa's security team. The Santa's not so secret security, if you will. Not so secret service, sorry. Not so secret service, if you will. So most of the time, your job has consisted of making sure that the helpers don't argue over cookies and that the reindeer don't steal candy that Santa has put into stocking. You're very important around the North Pole, as you can imagine. You keep everybody calm and you make sure that Christmas happens. So, Santa has a variety of helpers, and they are not all elves like in the movies. So, would you three like to describe what three of Santa's helpers look like? Starting with you, Marco.
Yes. My
Felwyn.
My name is Felwyn Girnog. I am tinkerer for Santa. I am from north of Siberia, and I have a pet polar bear named Turbo. He is a mechanized beast. I spend my time working in the workshops, leading teams of toy makers and working on perimeter security, making sure that mechanical reindeer and cameras and night vision goggles all work for our operatives. It is pleasure to work for Santa Claus and to give gifts to children. Da. And then this is exactly what I wear. I've got like a bandolier of light bulbs, and I've got my cogs on a little bow tie, and I have my goggles. Codename Jingle Bell.
Very nice. Thank you, Jingle Bell. Henry, would you like to go next?
The name's Sergeant Major Henry Whittlemaker, always known other like wits, because it's just due to the account of how strong I am. I mean, smart.
Fits.
Fits, wits. I'm a retired Sergeant Major. Now I just spend most of my days out in the woods chopping down trees, making little toys for Santa. I used to be in the main line of production till I had an accident. I stubbed my toe. As you can see, I'm clad in lumberjack attire. I got a bandana that's stained from the blood of my enemies. And I'm missing my wedding ring. She died about 5 years back. But I'm Henry Whittlemaker.
Thank you, Henry. Do you have a code name?
Oh, yeah. It's Mistletoe.
Thank you, Mistletoe. All right, John, last but not least.
I'm John Candlewick, and I'm beginning to think Christmas is back. You see, my backstory is a little mysterious. Hold on. Okay, everything's fine. Cookies are on the plate, milk is good, frothy. And you see, I'm somewhat of a sharpshooter, close-in quarters combat elf. I like to dress sharp, just as sharp as my knives, which are, yes, candy canes that have been sharpened, licked by only the fiercest of reindeers. So, that's John Candlewick.
Amazing.
Do you have a code name as well?
Codename Falalala.
Thank you, Falalala. All right. You three are sitting outside by an ice-covered pond, enjoying a cup of hot chocolate with lots and lots of marshmallows, when one of Santa's helpers runs over to deliver you an unopened note. Which one of you would like to read the note?
Henry, you're the greatest reader of all of us.
I don't know about that, but I'll give it a shot. Here, hand it to me.
He hands you the letter. When you open it up, it reads, "Please help. Santa is missing. Please do not alarm Santa's other helpers, as we are only 2 weeks from Christmas and are way behind on toy production. Kindly, Mrs. Claus."
Holy jingle bells. Sorry.
Yes, da. What is it?
I don't want to say it out loud. I don't know who's listening.
No, buddy, we're good.
Here. Read it. I'll hand it to Felwyn.
I take it and I lean over to Candlewick. Boże mój. The boss has been taken. We must go see the missus at once.
All right, before you get started, I'll explain the layout to the North Pole, just for, other people. The three of you, of course, you know the North Pole like the back of your hand.
Da.
But just so that everyone has an understanding, it's pretty simple. There's a large pond in the middle that is always covered in ice. On breaks, most of the helpers head over there to ice skate. So, it's always pretty lively in that area. There are 3 cottages that are around the pond. The middle cottage, is Santa and Mrs. Claus's house. To the left is Santa's workshop, where toys are made, and Santa's office is. And to the right are the reindeer stables.
I thought I got out of this job.
So,
Where
what would you-
are we relative? We're in the middle of the pond?
So you're sitting by the pond. It's just an ice covered pond. You're just having your afternoon hot chocolate, relaxing, sitting on a bench, just, kind of keeping eyes on things. People are ice skating and around, but the pond's in the center. And you'll know that Santa's house is here. To the right is Santa's workshop. Or no, sorry, the right is the reindeer stables, and the left is Santa's workshop. And they just kind of surround the pond.
Like that?
I can't see that.
Yeah, it sucks. I need a darker. I use pencil.
Sorry, my eyes are not good enough to see.
It's not you. I don't have all my tools on my person at the moment. I was
Who are
taking
you
break.
talking to? Are you trying to give intel to the birds?
Everyone is watching at all times.
To the birds?
Yeah.
The Bowery King is here? I mean,
No.
I left that life behind.
He's some kind of traitor. When the
Traitor.
birds fly down to the south, when they migrate, I know where those letters go.
You're right.
Just watch your 6.
I'm
Or
gonna
3.
Turbo is statuesque, just sitting on the edge of the pond, and I'm just gonna press a button on my belt, and Turbo's gonna and move towards me, and you see the side, he's got mechanical strips that are function as outside ribs. 3 of his ribs just kind of open up and make little steps for me. I'm a gnome, I'm a small gnome, for me to use as steps to get on his back, and the ribs will go back up, and then I can grab a little what's it called when you grab a horse?
Harness?
Reins, thank you.
Oh, reins.
I forget a common word for it. Da. And right. Was there anything else, GM, before we decided to make our way to Mrs. Claus?
All right, so you want to make your way to Santa and Mrs. Claus's house?
Da.
So as you make
Ha!
your way to their house, when you walk through the main doors, to the right, there's a large living room with a roaring fire and 2 large chairs facing it. To the left is a large dining space with enough seats for every one of Santa's helpers. And you would know that when you would continue through the dining area, there would be the kitchen. And straight ahead is a spiral staircase with garland along the railing that leads to the upstairs of the house.
Are there cookies being made?
You definitely smell some cookies being made.
Hmm.
Looks like the missus might be home. Shall we do some investigating?
I think that's a good idea.
Mistletoe, you take point.
All right. Going quiet. May I do a investigation check around the
Sure.
surroundings of the doorway open?
Are you like, what are you investigating? Like, if there's anybody there, or like if there's.
I'm trying to see if there's if there is any scuffle that happened maybe in this in this main room, or if it's just normal tracks and just normal wear and tear of just walking, or if there's anything disheveled.
Okay, you
something
can
that's.
make
Go ahead.
an investigation check then.
I'm gonna use my tools and just kind of like touch one of my lights to like kind of light up a little bit to give him the help action.
16.
Oh, okay. With a 16, when you look around, everything is mostly where it would be, but you do see some like kind of looks like a scuff mark maybe near the bottom of the stairs that you're not sure whether that was there before or not. Normally this place is pretty pristine, so it catches your eye. All the furniture is exactly where it always is, and you definitely smell the cookies in the kitchen, and you hear somebody in there baking.
Oh, what was it? What was Felon? What was your code name?
Jingle bells.
That's right. Jingle Bell. Come check this out. And I'll point to like the little scuff at the bottom of the stair. It's probably nothing, but I don't know. Doesn't.
Looks like it could be the signs of a struggle. Falalala.
Just say,
Go secure the missus.
I'm on it.
I shall investigate further. And do I see a trail? You said there's like a trail?
It's just like one scuff mark, like right at the bottom of the steps. Like the stairs are covered in like red carpet as they come down, so you wouldn't really see anything. But then right at the bottom, it transitions from carpet to wood floor before the rug. And right where that wood floor is, there's a scrape where maybe like it's a black mark, maybe a boot or something kind of.
Can I
Hit it.
send I don't really know how well steel defenders work. I would like to send Turbo out to like monitor the perimeter and to like investigate outside. And
Yeah.
can I do that? Cool. Turbo, go outside and check perimeter. See if any break-ins are happening. I'm going to go upstairs and see if I can find more clues.
While he does that, I'll go into the kitchen.
You see Mrs. Claus frantically baking.
Sorry to bother you, ma'am, but we have received your letter. Yes.
Oh, did you find him?
We are currently looking for him.
Oh, John, he didn't have his afternoon milk and cookies. He didn't come for his afternoon milk and cookies. He always comes, and we always sit by the fire. We have our afternoon milk and cookies, and I don't know where he is.
Sweet Saint Nick, this is serious.
It's terrible. He has never missed milk and cookies with Mrs. Claus. I'm Mrs. Claus. He's never missed it, ever.
No, never.
I mean, how do you think you're married for 500 years? You have milk and cookies every single day. It's
You
when
don't
we
look a day over
bond, we
400.
talk. Oh, when you get this old, it just all starts to blend together.
Yeah.
It just.
If I can interrupt real quick, can you tell me anything about the last time you saw him?
Yes, the last time I saw him, he was upstairs. And I haven't seen him since then. He always comes downstairs and we have milk and cookies. Sometimes he goes to his office or to the workshop, but every single afternoon at 3 o'clock, we have milk and cookies. And so cute. I made them reindeer this week. Look how cute.
Oh my god.
Oh,
That is the most cute thing I've ever seen.
But everything seemed normal. It wasn't weird. Nothing strange.
You didn't seem stressed? I know that we're kind of behind on the toy production.
Yeah, we are. So it's really, really important, though, that you keep it down. The other helpers have no idea. It's only Santa and I know, and the head elf, or the head helper. That's it. They're the only people that know we're down on toy production.
The head helper. Remind me, what was the head helper's name?
The head helper's name's Candy.
Candy.
Yes.
And do you know where the head helper Candy is at this time?
She's usually in the workshop, but it is the afternoon, so there's a chance she's on break. Maybe just at the pond, possibly, but I don't really know. I haven't seen her all day.
Is that normal?
I normally see her in the mornings, and that's it. And I did see her this morning, but sometimes I usually see her out through the windows, and I haven't seen her today. But to be honest, ever since this happened, I have just been frantically baking, and I haven't even had time to look outside.
Understandable.
I mean,
understandable.
when Santa gets back from wherever he is, who knows how many days it'll be without cookies?
I'd hate to think about it, because, I mean, you remember the summer of 3.
Oh, do I? Oh, terrible.
Skinny Santa's not a good look. All right, ma'am.
Not.
Santa's not
Nobody
so
wants
secret.
to see Santa in a swimsuit.
Nobody.
And that's coming from me.
Well,
Thank you, John. Thank you. I
ma'am.
appreciate it so much. Please keep me updated.
Absolutely. And I'm gonna just kind of turn over. Okay, Jingle Bell, while you're up there, Santa was supposedly up there. Did not come down for cookies. Be on the lookout.
Copy that.
Mistletoe. I think our next visit should be the workshop when Jingle Bell's done. Maybe give him some backup.
My old hunting grounds.
Fuck.
So,
do I find anything as I'm investigating the upstairs?
yes, as you walk upstairs, you find large double doors with Christmas trees on either side that lead you into Santa and Mrs. Claus's room. Once inside the room, there's a large fireplace with an old antique desk next to it.
I would like to look into. Do I see any marks of signs of a struggle or anything that looks like would be out of place?
You do notice something that is out of place. Do you want to make an investigation check to see how much you notice?
I'll make an investigation check.
Sorry,
You're doing great.
That sounds right.
That's a 7.
So
How much do I notice of what's out of place?
you notice that there is a naughty and nice list on the desk, and that there is a strange red mark on the page. But that's all you notice.
There's a strange red mark on the page.
On the naughty or nice list. Like, it's not a check mark or an X or anything that you would typically see on the list. It's kind of like a mark in the margin.
Falala, mistletoe. I don't know what I'm using. There we go. I think I found a clue. I'm gonna take the list and go downstairs.
You take the list with you?
Yeah, I'll take the list with me. Do I notice anything else in the room?
There's nothing else in the room that you noticed. However, you got to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, yes. Fuck him up.
Tiff's revenge.
6.
You fucking die.
Let's go.
Okay. All right, you walk downstairs with the list.
Nothing happens. Nothing immediate.
No.
Okay. Do I feel anything? Do I sense anything? Do I like get the nope? Okay, cool.
No, like everything seems perfectly normal. You just walk downstairs. Nothing is strange about walking downstairs.
Dope. Falala. Mistletoe. Here.
He's right here.
I have the big.
shit. I
have-
caught me on my blind side.
I have the bosses. Well, just I tap him on the shoulder and kind of move him a little. It's I am right here. It's fine.
Remember, always watch your 3.
I didn't know your blindness also affected your hearing. You know,
No, I
usually
hear
when
you.
the sense goes down, the other senses go up. I made a whole lot of noise coming down. I jingle like that's why I'm called Jingle Bell. This makes all the noise.
No, I heard you in the headphones.
Ah, no, that makes sense. I have the boss's list of naughty and nice children. There seems to be a weird red mark here, but I can't make much of it. What do you think?
Is it on the naughty list or the nice?
Is it on the naughty or nice list?
Well, it's all the same list, it's just like each name and then it's either naughty or nice. So it's
Gotcha.
just one list.
Gotcha.
That is a
And
terrible
it's not
way
like it's kind of like through the side where it's just next to like, 3 names. It's
What-
literally Marco, Matt, Steve.
So the weird mark is
Wait,
next to
are
those
we-
3 names.
Are we
Mhm.
naughty or are we nice?
Marco. Nice. Matt. Nice. Steve. No. Nice.
These 3 nice children who are expecting toys this Christmas has this weird red mark next to it, but I don't understand what it could mean.
Did you check it twice?
I would like to check it a second time.
Still a red mark.
Okay, it is still red.
I always told Santa this was a horrible way of organizing naughty and nice. That's how
True.
I took out a couple of kids a few years back.
Did you do some contracting work for Krampus?
Wait, were you the Winter
No.
of 3?
They do call me the Widowmaker.
I thought that was because it was your last name, but
Oh shit, yeah, you're right.
I thought they called you Wits because your name is Whittlemaker.
that was because he was funny.
I got put in elf protection, so they gave
Whittleness elf protection.
yeah. So they gave me this last name.
Oh. They must have only done
But I
half the
did.
job.
They tried.
Oh. So there seems to be an errant mark, something not typical of Santa and his meticulousness. While it is a terrible system, he is very good. That's why he checks twice. Oh. Well, from Mrs. Claus, I think we might want to check the workshop next. She says he didn't come down for cookies and milk, so he might be there. Maybe, the whole slowdown on production probably has him a little flustered.
Huh. If he never came down, did he go up the chimney?
Perhaps.
This is a good
We should
question.
also ask Candy, the head helper.
Yeah. I'm gonna go investigate the chimney real quick.
All right, do it.
I'll walk over to the chimney. Can I start trying to crawl up it?
Sure. Make an athletics check. Or acrobatics check. See how good you are at climbing up a chimney.
God, this sucks. 14.
You know, you're able to climb about halfway up the chimney. You are climbing. You're thinking, man, Santa gets to do this all the time. This is easy. I can't believe it. And then about halfway up, your foot slips. You're like, oh, crap. You go tumbling down to the bottom. However, in all your time doing that, you don't notice anything abnormal except for the fact they probably need their chimney cleaned. So you got like sweat marks right on your eyes now.
It seems you're a bit of out of practice.
Last time I repelled was in this winter of 83. 7 more kids died.
I'm starting to understand why you
He
got.
went into retirement. Yeah.
You're supposed to give them coal.
I did.
Oh. Not a coal
How
suppository.
did you give them
Trust me,
coal
that was the fastest way.
I threw it at them.
and killed them?
I needed a fast extract, so I just threw it as hard as I could. Got the job done.
I'm gonna get you in touch with my Krav Maga guy.
No, maybe
I've
I
already
could.
mastered every single one.
It's amazing.
Maybe I could create a new eye for you.
That'll need
That
it.
might help. Wait, so was the eye thing before or after you killed these kids?
Rudolph got drunk one night.
Ah.
Nah, I'm just kidding. I actually keep a memorial of it on my chest. I don't like to show it to a lot of people, but we're close. Or at least we will be soon.
Yeah.
It was actually a mission that I did 40 years ago. Time. I was on security duty for big man. And he hit me with a golf ball. Right in the face. Ever
He
since
does
then.
have a great back nine game.
Yeah. Yeah, he does. That's why. That's what happened. And that's the story I'm sticking to. Everything else was redacted.
From the event of when you got hit with the golf ball in the eye
Yeah.
40 years ago.
Yeah. I went on a rampage afterwards. All I saw was blood. So many golfers died. It wasn't a jolly time.
Well, to ensure that this holiday season does have a jolly time, we must find the boss.
Yeah.
Let us go speak to Candy. When we step outside, is Turbo out there?
Yes, he would have run around and he comes back to report to you.
Did you find anything, Turbo?
Does Turbo speak? Or do you
No.
have like
No, they
No.
can't speak. They understand, but they can't speak. I think later at higher levels they do get language, but no,
he's gonna shake his head no.
that is good there. I'm gonna like approach him. His ribs are gonna go back down. I'm gonna climb up, grab the reins. Ribs go back up.
He's gonna smile because you told him good job.
Good job.
So y'all are headed to Santa's workshop.
Yes. Давай.
Affirmative.
All right, as you enter Santa's workshop, there's stations with helpers building a variety of different types of toys. So, like dolls, trains, teddy bears, all of that kind of stuff. And in the far corner of the workshop, is Santa's office.
All right. So we go in casually. Don't make a fuss. Silent night and all.
Da.
At least for tonight, that is.
Stay alert. And I'm going to I'm gonna take one of the items on my bandolier and like crush it and this blow a little bit of the sprinkle onto John Candlewick. You have been guidanced.
Excellent.
So for 1 minute, you have you can add a D4 to any ability checks of your choice.
In that case, can I make an investigation around the workshop?
Yeah. Do you want to do it in like just like the open area that you're in
Can you
now?
describe to me again what the layout is?
Yeah, so when you walk in, like, it has a very open layout with, like, all of the stations of different toys being made where basically you can see all of the helpers making toys, and then in the far corner is Santa's office, which would be, like, it's closed off, there's a door, you can't see in there, you just know that that's where Santa's office is, so
Then probably inside of the office itself.
alright, well, when you go to the door to the office, it is locked.
Ah,
I can try to open this. I'm gonna go to try to open it with my thieves' tools.
Okay, you get it open.
Cool.
Yep.
After you.
So, you wanted to do an investigation check once you're in there?
correct.
So, there is a desk. When you walk inside, there's nothing on it. The chair seems to be pushed in normally. The Christmas trees that line the walls have twinkling lights, and there's no fire in the fireplace. All seems pretty standard of a day. When you open the drawers to the desk, never mind. Yeah, no, never mind. I went too far. It's fine when you open the drawers to the desk.
That was a D4 on the guidance.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't make you do a check, did I? I forgot to do that part.
That's okay.
For
Would you like me to do a check?
Sure.
Okay.
well, you haven't given us like details yet, so you know you
I'm
decide.
I want to check around the I'm gonna I don't want to sound like this is a metagame, but I would have checked the desk itself. So I'm not going to specify anything, but I'm gonna look around the desk. And that is a 19.
Okay, so with a 19, when you check the desk, there's drawers with red pens inside and paper. There is a key inside the top left drawer that has a jingle bell attached to it. You know that the key goes to a room that has emergency toys, if quotas are not met for the year.
Excellent. Okay, so we have found Santa's safety net. So at least it's a positive. We can at least alleviate Mrs. Claus' worries about the production line. Perhaps give it to Candy. They seem like the most responsible party at this point until we find the big man.
I agree.
Sounds like a game plan. What are we waiting for?
Suppose we need to find Candy herself.
Oh,
Where would she be at this time?
Candy, come in.
Does she have a? Does she also have a thing?
No,
Buddy, this is the secret line.
Oh shit,
Yeah, it's just us.
Blitzen's balls. We'll have to find her the other Candy the hard way.
Blitzen
Also-
has no balls.
Yeah, I was gonna say they neutered him last summer. He was getting real frisky with Vixen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, back in my day, he had balls.
I believe it. I believe it. Yeah.
As the newest guy here, I must say I'm very interested in hearing all these stories. I've only been here for 200 years. You know, it's a very interesting things that happened up here.
Well, stick around long enough. We'll share an eggnog together.
Or a gearnog.
I'm not into that. Actually, My wife also tragically passed. So that's how I lost this. And yeah, so no
I am
thanks.
very
But
sorry for your losses. Did not imagine that living in the North Pole with Santa is a very
Yeah.
hazardous place.
you know, when
When the heat
you
goes
sign
out.
your life away to the sleigh team, got to make sacrifices. And in this case, Santa quite literally took. I was like, hey, I can just, be a non-exclusive, and he was like, no, you're in or you're out. And
and he
yeah.
took your finger and your
Yeah.
wife.
No, the wife died, and then I was like, I got to get back into the game, Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. He said attachments.
I'm not very I don't have a wife.
With that last proposition, I didn't think so.
No,
But
no,
hey,
yeah.
to each their own.
Yes, no. I've seen some very attractive gentlemen working at the toy store, and there's one particularly husky-looking man who handles the reindeers and trains them. Very attractive man.
Oh yeah.
Well, I
Is that
hope what you
tolerated
find- you
here in
find-
North Pole? Is that acceptable? Is that
Oh, yeah.
should I keep quiet about this?
Hey,
No.
red stripe, white stripe, we don't give a shit.
Good.
Whatever licks your candy cane, I guess.
They have many toys.
I bet you do.
Yeah,
Believe it. I figured
They're
one of those
very
things
inventive.
vibrated.
Yes, they do a lot. I have many settings for them too.
Yep.
So if you guys are feeling lonely sometimes, I can. It's not a replacement for.
Do we still have
a
that
wife.
list? Can we check and see if this guy's on the naughty one? Ayo.
I've been known to be sometimes. Yes.
Shit. What were we doing?
I think we need to go speak to Candy.
All right, so are you guys leaving Santa's office?
I turn Turbo around and start walking out.
Sorry to hear that, John, about your wife.
I'd say it's all
I know.
right, but it's not. It was tough,
It
but sorry
never
about your
is.
wife.
Sorry about your wife.
Sorry about your wife. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry about
Actually, before we go, I'm going to take Turbo's tail. I'm gonna take a minute to cast alarm. So I'm setting this wire up. Like if you take the tail, it's like a big string, tie it to one corner, and then I start like covering the workshop with it, and he just pops out another tail.
The
If
entire
any
workshop?
activity, what?
The entire workshop, not just Santa's office?
No, just his office. It only works in a 20-foot cube, so I'm assuming his Santa's office that should cover his office, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna set the alarm spell for the next 8 hours. If anything happens here, I will know.
Good.
But
Maybe
the three of us can come and go as we please.
Maybe the perpetrator might come back. You never know. What if they were looking for what we found?
That's exactly why I put this deal. Yes, precisely. Yeah, you are witty.
Yeah.
Did
That's
you
what they tell
take
me.
the key with you? All
Yes.
right, make a wisdom saving throw.
I have decent wisdom. 12. But I have advantage on wisdom against magic. Is this magic?
No.
Okay, then a 12.
All right, so where are y'all headed next?
Well, Mrs. S had mentioned that Candy is usually either when she takes a break by the pond, so we can go back there.
Yeah. Maybe fan out. What if they have something to do with it? Maybe they're trying to get away. Took an early lunch break.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
Candy's always been on time. 1
Right.
hour in, 1 hour off for lunch.
Right.
It takes it at one, though.
Not to mention that Mrs. Claus says she sees her. Well, she did say that she did see her this morning, so there's nothing out of the abnormal, but yeah, be on the lookout.
That's some kind of joke.
What's that? Oh. I'm sorry about your eye and your wife.
Keep your eyes peeled.
All
Eye on
right,
the ball, gentlemen.
I get it.
No, you
As
don't.
you walk out of Santa's office
I don't.
through the workshop, everything looks the same. So as to when you came in, nothing's changed. And you don't see Candy in here. You would know
Hmm.
who she is.
Walk out into to check out the by the lake, see where she is.
You don't see her anywhere around there.
We're known, right, around the North Pole, correct?
Yeah. Like nobody is questioning like you walking around, like you are just other helpers that are there. You live there full time. They would all know you, and you for the most part would know all of the helpers. You know what I mean? Like there are a lot of them, so maybe you don't know every single one, but nobody comes in and out. So you pretty much know everybody and their names and what they do.
Going back to the workshop, can I try to make an announcement?
Mhm.
All right, everybody. Good work on production. Everything is looking tip-top. Teddy bears are all fluffy. Trains are all choo-chooey. Everything looks good. The red paint is where the red paint's supposed to be, and the blue paint's where the blue paint's supposed to be. But I do have a question. Has anyone seen Candy? We have some last-minute checks to go through for the big man. 2 weeks out.
They all look around and you hear like little hushed whispers. And then they all kind of look up. They're like, no. And then they immediately go back to working.
Do we get the impression that like they genuinely were like discussing amongst themselves to see if anybody saw Candy, or are they like hiding something?
You can roll for it.
Oh shit, son.
Inside check.
I'm gonna stop rolling this die. 6.
Yeah, no, they just seem like, they're not really hiding anything from you. They just seem like they're busy at work and, you know,
Cool.
they're just asking their friends around them, like, what is he talking about? Like, have you seen
Okay.
it? No. Oh, well, she's probably having cocoa by the pond.
Maybe we should go
Okay.
check the stables for the reindeer.
Keep up the good work.
John. Thanks, John. Thanks, John.
I love that. It's like a carol of bells.
So as you get to the reindeer stables, they're pretty like luxury stables inside. Each reindeer has their own space. It's like an indoor outdoor kind of situation. So they can come inside, eat, be warm, but then they have room to like go out and like frolic, in their own personal space if they choose to do so. They have nice cushy beds and there's like calming lights. It's very peaceful in the stables where the reindeer are kept. And there's a variety of helpers that go around and, feed them, clean them, groom them. And you notice there's this particularly husky one. And he looks over at Gearnog, gives him a wink as y'all walk through the door. And then he goes back to, he's kind of like organizing like near the door where they have like different like collars and different accessories that sometimes the reindeer will wear when they're not to work. So he's kind of organizing that stuff. So as you walk through the door, you would see him first. A little wink and then right back to what he's doing.
I kind of like put my goggles down and just kind of like, see what I mean? Just
Look
like
out. He might
Move
be
forward.
signaling to somebody else. We might be in an ambush.
It's true. Never seen someone look so fiercely at another individual like that. Not even my wife. That guy's hot to trot, kind of like Dancer over there.
Passions
I
run
love
deep.
that Christmas song.
Yeah.
When you say dancer, all of a sudden you hear, wait, that's not a reindeer.
Dasher,
Never
Dancer,
mind.
Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen.
That's what
I missed her.
Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Blitzen.
Okay, when you hear dance, and when Dancer hears his name, he shoots up his head like, "Hmm?" and then goes back to like eating. Holy crap! I literally knew it, and then I looked, and then I was like, I don't have it, so it can't possibly.
You're like, wait, the other reindeer's not Ted?
Yeah,
Dasher,
like, that
Ted,
is
Prancer,
the
Vixen?
wow, that's an oof on my part. I'm fake Christmas, guys. I'm
You're
fake
still
Christmas.
recovering. You're still recovering.
I am.
Okay.
Get this in the
All
bag.
right, sorry. Back to what you're doing. Dancer looks at you and he hears his name, kind of like, keep my name out your mouth, and goes back to eating.
Sorry.
Fuck it. I'm gonna go up to the husky guy.
Well, rendezvous.
Whoa. It sounds no different right now. Sorry, guys. Hello.
You already sound like a husky guy right now.
Shit. What's the? Do I know this guy's name?
No, you
Cool.
just kind of like check each other out. Like, well, I guess technically I did
Just the way he
say
likes it, no
earlier that you
names.
would know their names.
Or they would know our name. We wouldn't necessarily know their name.
Yeah, for the most part, like, you know each other. So, like, you've seen him around in passing, and you know his name is Greg.
Okay.
But, like, you've never really, like, conversed with him because he works in the reindeer stables and you're part of, like, security. So your jobs don't usually overlap except for, like, when you do your rounds during a day just to kind of check in on everything.
Gotcha. Greg, is it?
Yes, it is.
Hi. It is nice
Hi.
to officially make your acquaintance, and I'm gonna like shake his hand.
Oh, the pleasure is all mine.
It will be soon. Anyway, we are on a special investigation for the big boss. Have you seen Candy anywhere?
No, I haven't seen Candy in here today, but she doesn't normally come around the reindeer stables until late afternoon. So it's usually still a few hours until she would come by to check in on the reindeer. I only got here a couple hours ago. I was at the gym for an extra long workout session this morning.
Well, I can see that. You've got the pump still going very
Thanks.
intensely. Well, if you see Candy, would you mind letting us know?
Oh, I will let you know as soon as I see Candy. Or, yeah. I mean, yes, of course. I let you know I understand your job's very important.
Yes, and we will be busy. If I could, and I'm gonna take one of the lights off of my bandolier, and I'm going to to magically tinker it, so that it gives off a radius of red light, 5 feet. If you do see her, just throw this up over the stables so that we may come immediately. It is of urgent importance. So just hard as you can with those big rippling pectorals and arms. Just chuck it in the air, and we will see it, and we will come immediately. Da.
You got it. So just throw it in the air.
Yes.
I
just
got pretty
outside.
big muscles. Either this way,
I see
that way,
Yeah,
this
you
way.
could
Where?
really hurt somebody with
Oh,
this.
that way is
Oh
just
my
straight.
goodness. Oh yes. That.
It might go too high. You may not see it.
I have a little magnification device. I'll be able to spot it from very far away.
Oh, magnification device. I like the sound of that.
It's very nice to meet you, spasiba. And do свидания. And I leave.
Bye. It was very nice talking to you, Joe. And he'll just
Yeah.
go back to what he's doing.
So we have
Oh, we heard everything.
yeah, oh, that I left this on, didn't I? Okay, great.
Oh,
You
was
you
turned
trying
on
to put a
all
wreath
right.
around that?
What was that, Steve?
you could play wreath around the North Pole.
Yeah.
You know, that
Give a
is
good
the
old Yuletide cheer at the end of it, if you know what I mean.
Give him your Yule log.
no, that's the plan. I was taking his measurements,
Yeah.
so
Well, that just made it creepy.
my devices are for fun, consensual fun.
Hmm.
Anyway, he said that Candy will be. Well, you heard everything. Candy will be here probably in the afternoon. We'll keep an eye out over the reindeers in case he throws a warning signal out. Do we have any other leads that we can think of?
Still haven't been to the pond.
Wait, didn't we go to the pond and you said Candy wasn't there?
She's not there.
That's the fourth location, the pond.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
that would be like the fourth place that you would look for anybody.
Where is it that they get the hot chocolate? Do we know?
They're just kind of hot chocolate stations set up around. It's very much a
Awesome.
communal workplace.
Okay.
So helpers make it. You would probably figure like they make it in the workshop and like the open areas.
Where do they sleep?
They would sleep above the workshop, but that would have been like, where you live as well. And you don't usually go up there. There's nobody up there at this time of day. Everybody comes down and works.
Hmm.
Candy's job is the main helper.
Yes, she is Santa's head helper. There we go. Thank you. Sorry.
And she's also a gnome, or what is she?
No, she is a half elf. And you would know what she looked like because you probably have dealt with her more than like a lot of the other helpers around, since she's usually with Santa, or she's usually, wherever y'all are when you do your rounds. You'll see her a lot, like in the workshop, making sure that the other helpers are like on track, checking in on the reindeer. She spends some time with Mrs. Claus. Like, you usually just see her around.
Is the sleigh around?
It would be in the in the stables.
Can I investigate the sleigh?
Sure. You in a roll.
Guidance.
Okay. That's another. Oh, wait. 22.
So with a 22, you would know that at this time of day, well, either way, you would know this time of day, Santa should have already taken reindeer out for a test ride. And you can tell from the marks on the ground from where you do your evening checks every night to make sure everything goes smoothly, that the sleigh has not left the stables today, meaning that Santa has not taken the reindeer out for their like daily kind of exercise, you would say. And you'd know he would do that mid-morning.
So
What is it, John?
Santa was supposed to get milk and cookies around 3. He's also supposed to check the sleigh, and he does that before milk and cookies. Never came down. I don't think Santa left the room. Maybe we need to go back and... Did you check the chimney? You went up the chimney.
I did.
Did you go up the chimney in the room, or did you go up the chimney in the office?
I thought they connected to the same place. I could be wrong.
Do they
I
connect to
might
the
have
same
to check
place?
that twice.
No, they have a chimney in their bedroom and it just goes up. That's the one that Henry went up halfway. Did not check the one in the office, but you notice there was no fire in it, but that wouldn't be abnormal for this time of day because when Santa's not in there, he doesn't normally have the fire going.
Damn it. This is puzzling.
What if we checked where she sleeps? See if there's any notes, anything like that.
Mrs. Claus says she didn't. Well, she saw her in the morning, so she would have been out of her room, but we can always check.
Maybe we can check for tracks. See if she did her normal route or left, went somewhere else.
Okay. You want to check the building? I kind of want to check in between the house and the workshop.
Don't you have any contacts, Falalala?
I got a network, but kind of excommunicado, if you know what I mean.
So, do you want to check where Candy sleeps? Is that where you're planning on checking, or like where her quarters, or Mrs.
think-
Claus?
I think Candy, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Candy.
So when you walk, you would know that like going upstairs there of the workshop, there would be like rooms where they all sleep. It's very much like just large rooms where there's bunk beds everywhere, and you know which room Candy sleeps in because you guys also sleep up here. So you go up and you go to where Candy is, or where Candy's room is, and she's not there, no one's up there. And yeah,
I'll take a look
so
around. I'll have Turbo sit outside and like keep an eye over the reindeer. So if he sees it, he knows to come and grab us. And I'm gonna take a look, like ruffle through her stuff, see what I can find.
as far as like ruffling through her dressers and things like that, you don't really find anything that would be out of the ordinary, just a couple outfits, a couple different pairs of shoes. That's pretty much it. Her bed is neatly made, like all the beds are.
It seems
Jingle
there's
bell.
nothing of note.
How well does your tin can track stuff?
It is
Or is it just a pile of tinsel?
fairly decent at it, actually.
Is he good at tracking scents? Maybe use whatever we got here?
Sure, let's try it. So he has a +4 to his perception.
Okay. Then do you want to roll for perception and see how well he could track Candy?
Yeah. God, what is with my rolls? I've rolled three times in a row tonight. It's 7.
Welcome, Suki.
Hey.
Welcome, everybody.
Everybody!
Happy holidays, all.
Hi.
Happy
So
holidays.
with a 7, you give him one of Candy's old or other articles of clothing that she would normally wear. Because it's been washed, she's having a little bit of trouble picking up the scent. So you kind of grab a shoe and give him a shoe, and he's able to get a little bit of a better scent with the shoe. And he walks out of the rooms down to the workshop, kind of stops, sniffs around, checks Santa's office, walks out the workshop through the door. He takes a path that it would just be the straight path right to Mrs. Claus's house. He goes in, sniffs in there, walks into the dining room, sniffs the dining room table, walks back out, and then follows the trail to the reindeer stables and stops. And then he kind of looks at you like,
This tracks. This seems to be where the big man and Andy have disappeared.
2 people MIA. We'll get them back.
Can I use magic awareness like around the sleigh? Just kind of open my myself up to like any spell or magic item within 60 feet around the sleigh?
Yes, you can do that.
Okay. If I sense a spell, I learn which school of magic it belongs to, or I also see the location of a magic item if it's not behind total cover.
So some things would pop up that would be normal magic items when you're doing this, but there's nothing there that would indicate that any spells have been used. At least no spells that you wouldn't typically assume would be used. It seems like everything with the sleigh is pretty average for a day, except for the fact that it didn't move.
I got nothing.
I'm gonna call out for Rudolph. Is Rudolph here?
Rudolph is not here, however, you have all of the other Rudolph is not weirdly enough, Rudolph doesn't exist in this North Pole, but
Okay, gotcha.
As it
all of
should
the
be.
other reindeer do, and
Freak.
they seem to be in their little individual stall. So you're welcome to call to them. Dancer responded when you said his name. So
Comment.
Comet comes up to the little stall and kind of looks at you. He's a little less sassy than Dancer is, but he definitely kind of looks at you like, bruh.
Are there like carrots to feed them or something that they would enjoy like munching on here that I can just grab off the wall?
Yeah. There's carrots and different kinds of like celery, different things just kind of laying around that you're welcome to grab and give to him.
Okay, I'm gonna feed Comet a carrot. And I'm basically looking in his enclosure to see if there's anything that seems off. Like I'm gonna go through this process with each of the reindeer and see if I find something that's off about each of their enclosures and what's different. I'm gonna inform. So I think that what we should do is find what seems inconsistent within the enclosures of each one.
All right. Roll an investigation check for Comet.
11. Pat, you're
With an
this thing is
11.
not helping.
No,
11.
no, an 11 is still decent in this world, okay? An 11 is
Hey.
doing okay over
This is a
here.
third level world with no Rudolph.
Yeah.
With no Rudolph.
You notice a piece of tinsel at the bottom of Comet's stall, and there wouldn't be tinsel in Comet's stall.
You guys, wait, hold on. Can you hear me now? Hey, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. I found tinsel in Comet's stall. See if there's anything else that seems to be off in the other ones.
On it.
I'll keep checking as well. And I'll continue to investigate some of the other reindeer stalls and see if there are things that seem out of place.
Which one would you like to investigate?
Okay, all right, here we go. So, Comet, we got tinsel. Who's next?
Prancer.
That bitch.
Answer. There are just some left. Roll for it. Sorry. I'm remembering now.
You're doing great.
Thanks.
12.
There are some leftover pieces of carrot where he had just been having a snack, which that's pretty normal.
I'll pick
Okay.
those up and start eating it and be like, nothing here.
I'll go Blitzen.
All right, make a roll.
8.
You don't see anything.
I'll do Cupid.
All right.
Fuck yeah, that's what I'm talking about. 23.
You see an empty hot chocolate cup,
Oh shit.
but it's only one side up, so you can only see part of it.
I'd like to grab it.
All right, when you pick it up, you see lipstick on it.
It's got lipstick on it. And
Also, make a wisdom saving throw.
shit. Is it lipstick that I would recognize? Oh my god, now we're talking. Wisdom saving throw. Is this magic?
No.
Okay, dirty 20. I rolled a 19.
It is a red color, but that wouldn't be anything like you would recognize that is a color that a lot of the lady helpers around here wear. So you don't specifically know whose lipstick it is, but you would know it was probably one of the helpers. It definitely isn't Mrs. Claus. She doesn't wear lipstick. And your husky guy, he doesn't wear lipstick.
Not yet.
So it
I was
wouldn't be
gonna
his
say
club.
not yet.
And
I let the
Would
group
you
know.
fuck me? I'd fuck me.
I'd fuck me.
there are female helpers that are in the stables, but they're not, none of them are in here right now. So it's only your husky guy.
Cool.
Did we already check out Vixen?
When you go and look at Vixen's stall, you realize it is open and he is not there.
3 MIA. Vixen's gone.
I'll go Donner.
Okay, do you want to roll for Donner?
Yes. 18. Sorry, 19.
You just see Donner and he's pretty content. He looks like his morning has been pretty lazy and nice and he's enjoying it. No one's really disturbed him.
Antler's looking great, Donner. Keep it up.
He's pretty friendly, so he gives you like a and then he kind of looks at you like, bruh, carrot. It's like,
Of course. There you go.
he'll give you like a nod.
Okay, I'll do Dasher.
Gross.
14.
At the back of Dasher's stall on the inside area, some of like the hay, there's like some hay back there where they sometimes will lay on it or like do whatever. They have it there. It looks like it's messed up.
I'd like to go and check it out.
All right. When you go and check it, you notice there's a door.
I open it. Team, I found the door. I found the hidden secret door. Come to Dasher's
breach,
pen
breach,
immediately. Breach.
So as
you want a
Santa's security team, you have you have never seen this trap door before. You had no idea it existed. You did not think that there were anything like this in the North Pole.
Oh, holy night. What is this?
Could lead anywhere. Wonder how
And
far
you
down
like
it
when you
is.
open it up, it's like a door in the floor, not like a door that you would open. So you look down, don't really see much to start. It's kind of dark looking in there, but you're not really sure unless you have dark vision
I have
how far it is.
I have umbral sight, so I can see 60 feet. 90 feet.
Jesus.
So when you look down, it's maybe 8-10 feet. Like it takes a decent jump. You could probably do it, or if you had rope or something like that, you could easily get down there.
Stay frosty, and I'll just fall down it.
All right, make an athletics or an acrobatics check.
I don't have rope, but I do have tinsel.
Perfect. You tinsel around here is really strong, so it would be perfect for if somebody wants to help you down or however you want to do it, you would be able to go down without having to make a check.
We'll tie it on to Turbo and use that to help propel us down.
I got a 7 on athletics checks for just falling down.
Your tiny little ankles are gone.
All right. You take 1d6 of damage. I'll roll it.
Kill me,
Let's
Tiff.
see, I haven't rolled, so no,
Fuck 'em
I
up.
would never. Oh, wow. That's so unfortunate. I rolled a 6. I'm so
All right.
sorry.
Let's go.
I'm getting too old for this shit.
Well, you could have waited till we, attacked. It's fine.
So you two
Leave
safely are able to shimmy down the tinsel. And when you're kind of shimmying down, like because it was against the wall of the stall, you kind of put your body out towards the reindeer and shimmied down in that direction. So you all kind of shimmied the same way, except for Henry, who fell and kind of toppled over to the side. When you all get down there and like turn around in unison, because you're Santa's helpers, didn't really seem like there was, that much of a rush. So you all waited for the moment to be able to turn in unison. And it seems to be kind of like it's pitch dark at first with your back to it. And then when you look around, you see bright Christmas lights lining all the way around, but they're so bright. It's like they waited and turned them on. When you came down, you hear, "Get out if you know what's good for you."
Oh shit.
We are here for Santa.
Get out!
Hiding them.
Who is this?
No,
Who is this?
I asked
we're the
first.
sleigh team.
I don't care. You can't see me. Who are you?
Your worst fucking nightmare.
Well, I know who you are.
And why did you ask?
Well, I don't know. That's so not the point. But I can see you.
I'm gonna.
So
What's that supposed to
You
mean?
better leave.
I'm gonna aim my little wrist rocket thing and shoot one of the lights out.
All right. Let's roll for initiative.
Let's go.
All right. So when you pop this light out, it kind of has a ripple effect because that's how Christmas lights are. It feels like when one goes out, they all go out. So it kind of blinds it enough to where you can kind of see what is going on. And when you look, you can see clearly 3 enormous nutcrackers. You have never seen nutcrackers like this. You have only seen them as toys. These are huge, you don't know if they are just statues and toys or what the heck they are, but they are ginormous. And then you see 50 little mini gingerbread men all around Santa, who is wrapped up in tinsel and Christmas lights. And standing next to him is Candy, holding a candy cane that she has licked sharp to his eardrum.
Jesus.
I told you to go away. And
No.
so,
We'll cut
For
off my
initiative.
chestnuts and throw them in a stocking.
our order is Candy is going to go first, and then the gingerbread men, and then Matt, Marco, Steve, and then the nutcrackers. So, Candy, is a half elf. She is about medium size, long hair, wearing like a little dress with booties, very stereotypically dressed. Seems like she would be an angel, is certainly not an angel. You were starting to figure out, but you are caught entirely by surprise because you've spent a lot of time with her. She seemed very sweet. And she has multi-attack. So she is going to use, she has 2 tinsel throwers, you kind of like bows. And she is able to do 2 of them at once. So she is going to go 1 for you, Gearnog, and 1 for you, Candlewick. She rolled an 18 for you, Gearnog, and a 12 for you, Candlewick.
Does not hit.
That is 5 points of damage.
Ooh.
Ah!
Ah.
I will get you!
Usher boy! She's mad! Stop her!
And then up next are the little gingerbread men. They are like super mini. They're absolutely tiny. Like they probably only reach y'all's ankles. Like that's as tall as they get. And they have 3 buttons per min. So they're all gonna take 1 button off and throw it at you. With the number of them,
buttons.
they all go and they divvy it up 3 different ways to hit each of you. That is a 14 for Gearnog.
Shield.
Perfect.
So as a reaction, I get to cast Shield, which gives me +5 to my AC. So my AC is currently 18 until the end of my next turn. So it does not hit.
Natural 20 for Widowmaker. And a 9 for Candlewick.
Nope.
Did I hit you, Henry?
Did that feel good, Tiff?
It did.
Yeah.
This is so good.
Okay. Yes.
That is 3 points of damage.
Oh.
Did you double it?
Me?
Yeah, for natural 20.
Oh. No, I won't do that this time. That feels too
No.
No, do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
No,
do it.
come on. You got a natural 20. Fucking
Hey,
crit
if
it
you
up.
kill us, kill us.
I don't want to kill you guys. That would be a terrible first GP.
No,
that'd be
it
an
would be
excellent
great.
first one.
It would be a fantastic first
It would-
session.
That's
Be
the
haven't
goal.
even-
accidental.
I haven't even raged yet. You're gonna.
Okay.
It'll be fine.
Great.
We're gonna be fine.
6 points of damage.
This is how the game is played. Let's go.
Just like I'm trying to get up after falling, and then it's just the scene from Platoon.
And it's literally like they pull each one of them in unison, their top button off. All right, so it is Matt, or sorry, Mr. Candlewick, you're next.
Okay, and can you describe to me the scene of where Santa is, where Candy is, and is there?
Sure. Yeah, so when you came down from the trap door, it was like all black ahead of you. There's nothing there. And when you turned around, you saw basically straight ahead of you, it's Santa in the middle. The 50 gingerbread men are just entirely encircling him. They're enclosing him. And Candy is on his side with a candy cane. Well, did have a candy cane to his ear. Basically, she's standing up. He's seated, tied with tinsel and then with Christmas lights. And then you see behind them 3 large nutcrackers. They're all pretty close together. You would say that, like, Candy is right next to Santa. All the gingerbread men they start close and then they all file in pretty close. Maybe 10 feet they make it in front of Santa. Not a ton. They're very small. Probably closer to 5 feet in front of Santa. And then the huge nutcrackers are going to be right behind that. So they're probably only about 5-10 feet behind Santa.
Great. So what I want to do is a little complicated. Okay.
Okay.
I want to use my Dread Ambusher ability. So at the start of my first turn of each combat, so right now, my walking speed increases, but I want to take the attack action, which is to use my it's flavored as like a candy cane bow, but it's essentially a long bow, to make it the attack action. When I make the attack action, I get an additional attack as part of that action. And then, as my bonus, I want to cast Hail of Thorns. So I'm hoping to attack somebody who is within 5 feet of Candy, but not Santa. If that's possible.
Yeah, you would be able to attack the far nutcrackers. There's 3 of them, so imagine that one is directly behind Santa and Candy, so you would not be able to hit that one. Candy's on one side, whichever side you want to pick, let's just say the right side. And then there's a nutcracker right next to her, and then there's a nutcracker on the other side. So you could hit that nutcracker. It is in about 5 feet of Candy, because he's standing behind her.
And that wouldn't hit Santa, right?
No, Santa would be further away because Candy is basically in between the nutcracker and Santa.
Okay. So I'm going to take the attack action. That is a... so that's going to... Oh my god, that is disgusting. That's going to be a 26 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Okay, so that's the first one. So that's a D8 plus 3. That's not a D8.
Plus the D6 from the Dread Embusher, right?
Well, that's... Yeah, so... Well, it's a D8 for the Dread. So that's 6 damage... Or sorry, 6 plus 3, so 9 damage. Plus an additional D8. So 8. So what did I say? 9. So 17 damage. That's the first attack.
All right.
Now
how do you want to do this?
Wait, who are you killing? Who are you killing? One of the nutcrackers?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
So for that first attack with the nutcracker, basically, like John Wick just comes down, sees, and like shoots, and as the one goes, it is a candy cane like bolt or arrow, and as it explodes out of the barrel, it kind of divides out as the stripes unravel, and it goes and just starts straight down over all of them. And when it impacts the nutcracker, it starts to impinge inside of the jaw, so the jaw can't move, and effectively immobilizes it and has it go.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Okay, so that's the first one.
All right, that was the red nutcracker. It is gone now.
Peace out, Red Blee. All right, second. That is a 20.
Who are you hitting this time?
So this
And
is going to
you-
just be like a shot toward Candy.
You rolled a 20.
A 20.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, so that's a D8 plus 3. So that is 6 damage.
Okay.
And with the spell, sorry, 1 second. Next time you hit a creature, spell range thorns. Within 5 feet must make a dexterity saving throw. If they fail, they take 1d10 piercing, or half as much on a save.
All right, so I rolled a 3 for her. So let's see. You said it was a dexterity save throw.
Dexterity save.
All right, so that's a 4.
Okay, so she fails, so she takes a d10. You are a d10. That's an additional 2 damage, so 8 damage directly to Candy.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Nope, that's my turn.
Very good. Mr. Gearnog, you are next.
Okay. So the red one was taken out, which was next to Candy. Candy's next to Santa. Behind Santa, there's another nutcracker. There's another nutcracker to this other side. And then
Yes.
there's ginger men surrounding Santa.
Yes.
Got it. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take one of my light bulbs from my bandolier, and I'm going to throw it like a grenade. It's going to burst, and I need everybody that's Candy, the 2 nutcrackers, the gingerbread men, and Santa, to make dexterity saving throws.
All right.
I am casting Fairy Fire.
Oof. All right, I will do the nutcracker first because that's the one I have first. So that is a 15
He
for
saves.
the green nutcracker.
Damn it.
That is a. You said dexterity, right?
Yes.
14 for the blue one.
Jesus. Saves.
The gingerbread men. I'm gonna roll them in 1. That's 8.
They fail.
Okay. And then Candy rolls a 14.
And he also saves. God damn it.
Oh, and Santa. Santa also rolled a 14.
Santa saves. That being said, is he restrained because he's tied up?
Yeah.
He automatically fails, I believe.
Oh no. Poor Santa.
Let me just double check real quick just to be sure. I mean, you get to. You're the GM. You really you decide.
If it normally would, then that's fine. And he can.
The creature has he only has disadvantage on saving throws.
Okay, yeah. Then. Oh, I didn't put that. Yeah, Santa's not going to be in the initiative because he is tied up, so he can't do anything.
Well, if he becomes freed, he could do something, right?
That is true.
So he has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. Did he save or fail? Did you roll a second time?
Oh, he rolled a. Oh, no, I didn't throw a. Sorry, I did not roll a second time. 5.
Okay, so he fails. Unfortunate. All right. Well, with my bonus action, I get to command my Steel Defender. So I'm just gonna turbo and attack the lady threatening Santa Claus. So can he make it down and to her?
Yeah. Does he have like
He has 40
any
feet.
like athletic abilities?
Yeah. He has 40 feet movement speed. He has athletics. Should I make him roll athletics?
Yeah.
All right.
Because I assume he has to jump since he was the one holding the tinsel originally.
Correct. That is going to be 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Yep, perfect. He takes no damage and he is able to. Y'all are only probably within like 30 feet, 25 feet of Santa, and that drop was only like 10 feet. So if he has 40 feet of movement, he has plenty of movement to get to Candy.
Turbo gets a nat 20 on Candy.
Damn. All
Let's
right.
go. All right, I'm going to roll 2d8. I like rolling more dice. Because he has a force-empowered rend, which is a d8. That is 7 points of force damage to Candy.
Oof. All right.
So you see this polar bear just like jump down, like start to haul ass across the field, and just like stand up on its hind legs and just like slash at her.
She literally is like, what the hell?
Great job, Turbo. And that's my turn.
All right, Mr. Widowmaker, would you like to go next?
Sure. Did the gingerbread men fail their save?
Yes,
Yes.
they did.
I'm about to single-handedly solve the housing crisis.
I pull out my two hand axes.
Let's go.
Heck, Smooch, let's get to work.
And I'm just gonna charge into the gingerbreads, and as I'm charging in, as soon as I'm like in distance of them, I'm going to rage. So let me roll a d8 because I'm a wild.
Heck and smooch.
Yeah.
That is genius.
What? I got a little help this morning. Okay, I rolled a d8, so 5. Okay, so while I'm enraged, whenever a creature hits you with an attack roll before your rage ends, that creature takes 1d6 force damage as the magic lashes out in retribution. So you just see like sparking behind the eye patch, and yeah. So I'll just start swinging wildly at all the gingerbread men.
Architects of Fate, thank you for the
Oh my
raid.
God, thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome,
Merry Christmas,
Architects
Happy
of
Holiday
Fate.
to you.
Thank you.
All right, so you're swinging at the gingerbread man.
Thank you for joining.
Thank you for joining the. Yeah,
Oh my God.
all the 50 gingerbread men. I just want to get in the middle of, and I just want to start swinging wildly with Peck and Smooch.
All right, roll.
Thank you.
Okay, that is a 23.
Oh yeah, you hit.
Nat Too Shabby is a brilliant name.
It's really good.
Are hitting. So You are hitting within 5 feet, or how wide is your radius?
It's 5 feet, so I'm just trying to cleave as many gingerbread men as I can.
All right, well, within 5 feet, you go boom, boom. All right, roll for damage.
All right, that is the first attack is 5, and then 17. Nope. My keys are in my pocket.
That's what happens when you take the sleigh out at the middle of the night.
I swear to God, dice. 21 to hit the gingerbread men.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You can only
Well,
roll once with hitting them because they're kind of just like a mass. So you don't
I
have to
gotcha.
roll for how many times. You can just roll once.
Well, I have 2 attacks if I'm attacking with hand
Oh,
axes.
yeah, both hands. Gotcha.
Yeah. So the second attack does 7 damage.
All right, so as you're coming through, basically you look like this enormous Hulk-like creature to them because they are tiny mini gingerbread men. And you boom, boom, and then all of a sudden all you see is 5. When one hand goes down, 5 of them have like arms popping off, buttons popping off, eyes popping off, and 5 of them just go.
Tell my
And then
wife
the
I
other
love
hand
her.
goes down, and you grab 7 of them, and you're just seeing little gingerbread arms and legs going everywhere. One head flies to the side, it's like, yeah. And then you hear like one of the poor gingerbread go, my love.
I'll slam down one of the hand axes, grab it, and just start eating it.
And then all of a sudden the gingerbread men are like, they're just appalled that you could possibly eat one of them.
It's playtime. I got you for 3 minutes, or until none of you hit me for like 2 rounds.
Run! Run as fast as you can!
All right, is there anything else you would like to do on your turn?
I think nope. That is it.
All right, so next are the Nutcrackers. So the green Nutcracker, which is standing directly behind Santa, will go first. They only have 20 feet, and so since they're behind Santa, they can't quite get to you, but they're going to use their turn, the green one is, to basically go in front of Santa and the gingerbread men, and he kind of just like, he kind of has to go a little wide, so he just kind of ends up like directly in front of Santa because he can't make a direct path. And then the other one is going to go past him a little bit further in front, and they're basically going to then create like a line in front of the 2 of you. And yeah, that's about all they can do. So yeah,
Nope.
that is their turn. They're going to basically just get in your path between you and Candy. And then we are going to go from the top. Does anybody... Oh, shoot. Can
No.
you still hear me?
I can still hear you, Tiff.
Okay. That was a weird coincidence. Does anybody need a break since it is 9 o'clock? Or do y'all want to keep going?
I could use a little bit of a tinsel
Let's
break.
take a quick break.
you know what I mean?
Okay. Let's take a break then. We'll be
All
right
right.
back.
Twinkle, tinkle, little star. We'll be right back. Thank you, everybody, for joining.
Yay!
Hello, we are back. All right, so it is Candy's turn next. She is going to once again make a multi-attack using her tinsel thrower, and she is going to go this time for you, Widowmaker, and you, Candlewick. That is a natural 1 for you, Widowmaker.
Yes.
And an 8 for you, Candlewick.
That will not hit.
All right. She screams out in absolute anger. She is so pissed off that you are ruining her plan and you've killed one of her nutcrackers. And she's gonna say, gingerbread men, get them. And once again, the gingerbread men are going to grab their buttons, take them off, and throw. So that is going to be, since there are, how many of them now? 38, I believe. Because I think Steve got,
Soon to be less.
12 of them? Yeah. So there's 38 of them, so there's still enough of them where they're going to divvy them out evenly between the three of you. So, does a 13 hit, Gearnog?
Yes, it'll hit, and I'll take it. Oh,
All right.
shield. Oh, wait.
That is-
My Steel Defender is close to them, right?
Where would it be? Did it go up
Right.
next to Kate?
It attacked Candy, so I don't know. Is my Steel Defender within 5 feet of them?
Probably about half of them.
Okay.
Because they're encircling Santa,
You can-
so the ones on the opposite side of Santa, you wouldn't be within 5 feet of them.
So my Steel Defender can use this reaction to impose disadvantage on attack rolls. For one creature it can see that is within 5 feet of it, provided the attack roll is against a creature other than the defender. So I don't know if that.
I'll give it disadvantage. We'll roll again. Let's see. That is a 14,
Yeah.
which
they
I think
both-
is higher than the last time I rolled.
It is higher. Yeah, it hits. All right. I'll
Sorry,
take the damage.
I still have sick brain, so you have to remind me of things.
No, you're good. You're doing great. Yeah, it hits.
All right, so that is going to be 4 points of damage.
Okay.
All right, Widowmaker does a 11 hit.
It doesn't, but can I take it?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, they just throw them at you and nothing happens. They like hit you, and for some reason they had like really like bad aim, and it's just kind of like the buttons are like popping off of you, and one kind of like nicks your skin a little bit, and you like have like a little drip of like blood coming down, but overall, you know, you're okay.
I hate raspberry. Only
Alright.
one person would dare give me the raspberries.
That is a 2 Candlewick, so I'm gonna go with not so hot. All right, up next is Mr. Candlewick. What would you like to do?
To get to Candy, how many attacks of opportunity would I take?
One for each of the 2 nutcrackers, and then the gingerbread act as a whole. So you'd have to take 3 because the gingerbread act as 1.
This is a one shot. They don't call me Fa La 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 for nothing. I'm gonna cast bonus action Long Strider, and I'm gonna run toward Candy.
All right.
Daggers out.
Let's see.
Candy
I'm
cane
gonna roll
daggers?
for
Candy cane daggers.
the green nutcracker first.
Steel Defender's there, so you get sneak attack.
I'm not a rogue.
Oh, you're a ranger. That's right.
He rolled a natural 20,
Shit.
unfortunately.
Ouch.
So
Is the Steel Defender within? Oh no, wait. I already used a reaction. Never mind.
he is within.
It doesn't make a difference because I already used the reaction, so I can't use it again.
So he is gonna take his short sword and boom, because they've been moved like this, and you're like, they probably can't really like do anything. So I'm just gonna right past them, and then all of a sudden, as you're going past, and you're thinking I saw how long it took him to move from one spot to the other. He takes a sword out from the side and right to the side. Super fast, and that is not a dice that I have in my hand. Hold on. That is 2 points of damage.
Okay.
And then his friend behind him, that was the green nutcracker, the blue nutcracker. Oh, sorry. No, that was the
That was the green.
That was the green one. Then he rolled a 5.
That will not hit.
All right. And then the gingerbread man rolled a 14.
That will not hit.
All right.
Hate to be that person. It should be 4 points of damage because it was a nat 20, right?
Oh, yes. Thank you.
That's fine.
Sorry.
Points of damage. Yes.
That's okay.
You're right.
All right, and I was also mistaken. It is not a bonus action for Long Strider. It's an action. So that is my action, but I want to get to Candy, and then wait, can I use a bonus action to offhand strike?
Only when you use an action to attack,
Only
unless
when
the
you use
GM says otherwise.
GM does not say otherwise.
That's fine. All right. Okay, then in that case, that is my turn. Wait. Yeah, because you can't use leveled spells as a bonus action either. Okay, so nope, that's it.
Unless the spell...
Then I will bonus action dodge.
All right. That's your turn.
That's my turn.
Mr. Gearnock, you are next.
Alright, I am going to take my wrist rocket and fire it off. I take a peppermint gum out of like a red hot out of my pocket. I'm chewing it up. I put it into the wrist rocket and I fire it off.
Very nice.
That is a 18 to hit. Candy?
For you, oh, Candy. 18. Yes, that hits.
All right, she's gonna take 4 points of fire damage.
Okay.
From a wrist rocket, and then I'm gonna use my bonus action to have my Steel Defender rend her again. Does a let's see. Your spell attack modifier to hit. Does a
1235, thank you.
10. Wait. Yes, does a 10 hit her?
No, a 10 does not hit Candy.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Alright. Then that's all I got. 2 attacks.
She did not like that. She's pissed. You're using Candy against Candy.
She got a little firebolt, yeah.
All right. So that was the end of your turn.
That's the end of my turn. That's all I can do.
Mr. Widowmaker, would you like to go next?
Yeah, I would. I'll pick up one of the hand axes from the ground after eating the gingerbread man and just like turn around to the right side and be like, "You taste delicious." And I'll just start running at them.
You said the other gingerbread.
Yeah, so like if I've already been working on like the center, I'll start heading to the right and just start
Alright.
trying to cleave through them. 19 to hit.
That hits.
All right, and that is a natural 20 on the second hit.
Oh, perfect. That also
So-
hits.
So 5 damage for the first hit.
Okay.
Please. Yes, max damage.
Yeah.
So
Call?
La 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 la. Watch this.
and then that is what? Math. I can't math with one eye. Shit.
With one eye wide open.
16 damage.
Ooh.
The other
All
one
right.
under the patch.
So. All right. So you got a ton of the gingerbread men there. You've only got 17 gingerbread men awaiting. Do you want to describe the scene? How you just murdered 21 of our little gingerbread men warriors?
Yeah. I'll run over to the right side and I'll get super low and I'll just kind of do like a sweeping strike right on the ground, and then I'll roll on my back to like get on all fours, and I'll just start like grabbing them and like kind of just crawling and just crunching them with my hands.
No.
Come here.
They're like crying as the little gingerbreads are leaving. Don't do this.
Oh, is
don't
this your
eat it.
family member?
Oh my God! It's my second cousin Susie. I loved her. Oh, we had
Nothing like
dreams.
destroying the family Christmas tree.
No, stop! I hate this.
Ginger Christ!
I was meant
can't
for a
save
life
you.
of sitting around in the oven and baking, not this bullshit.
You'll still be burning in hell.
That's good. Can I
Is
have a
there
turn?
anything else that you would like to do?
Nope. I'm good.
All right. So next up are the nutcrackers. So the blue one, the one was on this side. The blue one, which is in front, is going to turn to the side to you, Steve. And it is going to try to use its sword to hit you.
Okay.
It's going to take its movement first of about 5 feet so it can close that gap because it's a little bit ahead, further away from the gingerbread men. So it is going to use its sword to try and get you. It rolled a 13.
13 does not hit.
Oh, it goes, and just once again, it moving so slow. And you're like, well, this guy. And it goes, oh, but they didn't calculate correctly. It is just a nutcracker. So, and you're like, ha! All right, and then the blue one is that was the blue one. Excuse me. The green one is going to turn to the other side where you are, Matt, because you went next to Candy, right?
Correct.
So it is going to turn. It's going to use about 5 feet of movement as well to get around some of the gingerbread men, and it is going to try to use its short sword to hit you.
It has disadvantage.
Oh, well, you're a lucky duck because I just rolled a natural 20.
God dang, girl!
And then a natural 1. You can't make this shit up.
Eat shit.
So then it watches its friend do it, and it kind of like chatters its mouth like, loser, you suck at this. And then it moves over, it goes try to whoop, but it royally fails, and he actually hits it so hard, he runs into his own casing, but he's fine. He just really embarrassed himself. And that is the end of this round. So we start again with Candy. She is not happy with either one of you or any of the three of you. Why? Why are you here? Why don't you leave? This doesn't... And eating all of my little mini gingerbread warriors. Do you know how long it took me to make 50 of them? And then she is going to take 2 attacks against Mr. Candlewick. She is going to use her candy cane dagger since you're within 5 feet of her. Oof, that's rough. She's still gonna go for it. Let's see. Okay, that one didn't hit because that was a 4. No, she'll use her other candy cane. Oof, and that was a 3. So she does not manage to hit you.
I just want to imagine that we both have candy canes and we're like trading blows.
Nice.
It's like when you're fighting with like lightsabers or swords, you're like, oh. And at the end of it, she's ah. And then the gingerbread men once again will remove their buttons and throw them at all 3 of you. There's only 17 of them left. So they're still gonna divvy it up 3 ways. There's still enough, but they're not throwing very much at you. So that is a 15 for you, Mr. Gearnog.
That'll hit. I'll take it.
4 points of damage.
Jesus.
That is a 3 for you, Mr. Wetmaker. And a 14 for you, Mr. Candlewick.
Nope.
No hit? All right, that is the end of the little gingerbread men. They look at you. They're so angry that they didn't get you. And right, they're literally like, "Ah." And then they're like looking at the ones on the other side, like, you've seen him? Why are you hitting the other ones? And the other ones are like, I don't know. Like, that's what Candy said to do, evenly distribute. They're like, well, don't evenly distribute, kill this guy. And they're like going at it. So then, like, the buttons are just flying everywhere.
That's awesome.
All right, Mr. Candlewick, I believe you are next.
I look at her in the gingerbread and I go,
We're here because we're the sleigh team.
and I will bonus action cast Ensnaring Strike. So the next time I hit a creature with a weapon attack before the spell ends, a writhing mass of tinsel will appears at the point of impact. The target must succeed a strength saving throw, and I'll read it if I hit. I'm using my candy cane a dagger. That is I shit you not, a natural 20.
Let's go.
Holy shit, so that's 25.
Damn.
Yes!
Okay, so let me read the spell. So you must succeed a strength saving throw of 12. If you succeed, the vines shrivel. If you fail, you take a d6 at the start of each of your turns.
I rolled an 18 plus 3. Is it 21?
So then you are not restrained. So it's going to be d4 plus 3. That is 4 damage.
Is that doubled for your d20?
No, thank you. So that's going to be 5 damage. And that is
Plus
my
your
turn.
modifier.
Well, it was 1 plus 3, so 4 plus another 1.
Oh.
I know. So that's my turn.
I'm gonna do.
Mr. Gearnock.
I'm gonna use a bonus action to have Turbo attack the tinsel and the lights to try to free him.
Okay.
That is 14 to hit.
That hits the lights.
Okay, and the defender's gonna do 4 points of slashing damage to the tinsel and lights that's restraining Santa.
All right.
Is it enough to free him?
No, you get a couple of the layers of lights out and
Okay.
get him off, but there's definitely still some tinsel. Like, she worked on this for a long time.
Okay. I'll use another red hot on the nutcracker that's going for John.
So that is the blue. Yes, thank you.
That is a 13 to hit.
A 13 does not hit the nutcracker.
All right. I keep missing.
So do they.
And is that your turn?
That's my turn. That's all I got.
All right, Mr. I'm so sorry. Mr. Whitmaker, you're next. Oh no.
Drink some water. Water.
Now you really sound like a
Holy crap, Tiff. You're a trooper. You're a trooper, man.
You okay?
I'm gonna
You
save
okay,
my
Tiff?
voice. I'm perfect, yeah. You go
Okay,
ahead and
all right.
Yes, you are. You really are.
I'm doing A-okay.
All right, so after getting done with the right side and like causing havoc, I'll turn to the left side and just like start like basically like using my axes to like dig into the ground and just like keep like pulling me forward until I get to the left side and just like, come on, come over.
Holy crap.
It's 22 to hit and 11 to hit. They both hit. All right, sweet. Seven. Ah, no. a total of 17 slashing damage as I'm just like carving my way to them.
That's how many were left. That's exactly how many were left, isn't it?
Yep, that's exactly.
Oh shit!
how many are left. How do you want to do this? Describe it in full detail
Quietly.
because there will be no description from me. So go for it.
I'm so sorry, Tiff.
Try to clear your throat. Maybe that'll help.
Oh, there's no clearing. There's nothing in there.
Maybe a Christmas miracle will happen and you'll get like a warm drink.
No.
If anybody's
Um,
listening to this that lives in my household,
Sorry,
so
that's
yeah,
okay. Goddamn, that's funny.
I climb forward with basically both axes and just like, and then I just kind of just do a wide sweep and I'm just trying to take out all their legs so that way they have to crawl away from me if any of them survive, and then I'll just like,
I'm so hungry.
and then that's how I'll end my turn.
that's a good turn. The Nutcrackers. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. The Nutcrackers are next. They're gonna do the same thing they did last time. Just try to get you. Green is gonna go for Henry. Blue is going for John. Does a 12 hit, Henry?
Does not. But
Alright.
you know what? I'll let you hit me. I'm on the ground.
You do have advantage if it's a melee attack. You do have advantage if he's prone.
Oh, okay.
Technically.
That is a 19.
19 hits.
Alright. That is.
Technically.
There we go. 1d6.
Finally.
That is 4 points of damage.
Reduced to 2 because I am raging.
Reduced
And
to
then-
2, yes.
And then when he hits me, you just see like a kind of like a, and there's just basically a force like blowout as soon as it connects, and he takes 6 force. Yeah, I just shit myself. He takes 6 force damage.
Oh, damn. Alright. He literally is like, what is happening? Did not like it. And then, Mr. Candlewick, that is a 17.
That'll hit.
Steel Defender imposes disadvantage.
Shit.
Oh, okay.
I am
That's a
truly the father.
15.
That is not gonna hit.
Alright, well,
Turbo for the win!
goes for you. No luck. Candy is infuriated by all of this. And she, once
But
again,
what does she say?
I can't believe you ruined this for me.
Don't have to shout so loud.
Stupid security. So stupid. And y'all sit and talk to each other about fucking eggnog. You're so fucking pointless. Make sure the cookies don't get stolen, you sons of bitches.
Jesus!
Eggnog would be great to wash this down.
And then she is, Henry, how close are you now to, when you moved over to the gingerbread, did you get onto the other side? Were you in, like, close quarters to, Candy?
Joel.
Alright. Then she is going to use her candy cane once on you, Henry, and once on you, John.
Sounded
See?
like someone cast Cure Wounds on your voice box there for a second.
I know it came back just ever so briefly, so we're not gonna spook it. That is an 18.
18 hits.
Alright, that is. I write my damage down. There's my damage. That is 4 points of damage.
Reduced to 2.
reduced to 2.
She takes 1
Oh.
point of force damage.
Oh, damn. And then does John does it doesn't a 7 hit? No. So then she tries to get you with her candy cane, but she's like shot from the fact that she got damaged when she tried to get her candy cane against Henry, that she like entirely misses and doesn't know what is going on.
I just punch her in the throat real quick.
So there are no gingerbread men left. So the remainder of the little mouths that Henry has not eaten are like. And Mr. Candlewick, that is your turn.
Can I position myself to get +2, or are you doing +2 or advantage for flanking?
Advantage.
Can I position myself to get advantage?
Sure.
Great. Then I am going to. My ensnaring strike is stilled up. It's a concentration. I'm going to do 2 attacks. The attack and the offhand with the dagger. First attack is going to be a 15.
You're trying to hit Candy, right?
Candy, yes.
A 15 does not hit.
Okay, and then the offhand. What's the deal with offhand? It doesn't get modifiers.
It gets your for attack, yes. For if you hit, you do not add your dex modifier to your offhand damage. It's just
Okay,
the
so
dice
it's
roll.
just the d4. All right.
Yes.
So then that's going to be a 16 to hit. Okay, cool. So then strength save DC 12.
Let's be. I rolled a 19.
Okay, then not. And that will be 1 point of damage.
Mr. Gearnog.
All right. Turbo, save Santa. Oh hell yeah! 16 plus to hit the rope to try to free Santa. Like
Yeah, that hits.
okay. Oh fuck yeah! 8, 9, 10, 11 points of slashing damage to free Santa.
You are all the way
Sorry,
through
force
the
damage.
lights, and you've gotten through like about half the tinsel. So you made a ton of progress, and you've almost gotten Santa free.
Damn. Okay, awesome. I am going to use another red hot on the Nutcracker that's going for John. Shit.
Bonus.
It does a 13 hit the Nutcracker.
No. 13.
God. I think I've rolled like 13 every time I try to use a firebolt. That is the end of my turn. I just keep firing wildly.
Alright.
My jaw is starting to hurt so much from the gum.
Mr. Widowmaker.
Hey, Nutcracker. Let me introduce you to Frenchie.
And I'll pull out my great axe. And does a 12 hit them?
No.
Oh, okay. Wait. Did they fail their fairy fire?
They did not. The only people who failed were the gingerbreads and Santa.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, 12. I missed. Dang it. Then I had my turn.
It's okay.
Nutcracker's turn. So they once again are going to do the exact same thing. Does an 18 hit?
18 does hit.
Okay, that is 1 point of damage.
3 points of force damage to the Nutcracker.
Okay. And then John does a 19 hit,
It will.
6 points of damage. That is the end of
Does
the
your little
Nutcracker's
guy help me this time?
Yes. Reaction. Disadvantage
Okay,
to help John.
that's a 5,
Oh,
so it does not hit. So there's no damage.
Thank you.
John, you looking okay?
Oh, I'm fine. Now. I'm good now, baby.
So now we're gonna go back up to Candy, and she's gonna look at you, Gearnog, and she's gonna go, huh. Seems like you aren't getting a lot of the heat, so I'll bring it to you. She's gonna take her tinsel thrower and she's gonna aim for you twice.
Quite all right. You don't need to do that. No.
Well, the first one's a 3,
Haha!
and the second one is also a 3.
Haha! Turbo
So-
just like stands up and just like bling bling.
Alright, so that is the end of her turn.
That is a good boy.
Screams out in anger, glares at Turbo.
Somehow it
Gingerbread
shoots above
men
the floorboards
are-
and wraps up Gray.
The gingerbread men are all gone, so we are going to go
Okay.
back to you, Mr. Candlewick.
Yes.
So I'm gonna continue. I still have concentration on ensnaring strike, so I'm gonna try to do 2 more attacks with the daggers. First, that is a natural 20, motherfucker!
Let's. Oh.
All right, so that's a 25 to hit.
You're hitting Candy, right?
Correct. So DC 12 strength save.
Yep. I rolled an 18 plus
Fuck.
3.
Okay. So it doesn't work. Then the second one does not hit, but I get double for the initial hit plus the bonus. So, action. So that's going to be 4 plus 4 is 8 plus 3 is 11.
Alright. Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
I believe Mr. Kiernog is next.
All right. Turbo, save Santa. Hell yeah, that's 13 plus a bunch
For the damage or for the hit?
for the hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah, that's like 16 to hit. All right. And for damage, that is 6 points of damage to free Santa. Force damage.
Oh. And with that, you free Santa.
Let's go!
And he is so relieved, and he's sitting there holding his arms. And Candy starts to scream out, "Damn it! I can't believe you have ruined my plan. You have ruined everything. Don't you know? He's evil!"
Why is
Santa's-
he evil?
Santa's gonna stand up and he's gonna say, "Candy, that is enough." And with that, Candy just puts her head down. All the nutcrackers file into place. Nothing seems to happen. And Santa walks over to the 3 of you and he shakes each of your hands. Thank you so much. I knew that I hired the best security team. But you truly outdid yourselves today. I don't know what would have happened to me. Probably would have lost both eardrums to a candy cane with this lunatic. Oh, man. I dozed off after I had a little bit too much eggnog, which Mrs. Claus told me I shouldn't have early in the day because it makes me doze off. Dozed off at my desk. Checking the naughty and nice list. Shit gets boring when you have to check it twice. And then all of a sudden, I woke up. Psycho over here's got me all tinseled up. Can't believe this. I'm Santa. I should not, in any way, shape, or form, be able to be taken down by her, but that's why I shouldn't drink in the afternoon, guys.
Yeah, you should also probably go see the doctor. That might be signs of diabetes.
Yeah, well, I've made it this far, so I think I'll be all right. Thanks, lads. I appreciate your help. And with that, he walks over to the trap door and he just right up it. Just basically flies.
What the halls just happened?
You little budgers are so lucky that Santa said I can't do anything or else seriously be done.
Doesn't mean we can't.
The Christmas of
Are you-
3.
Are you gonna try to attack Candy?
I'm going to throw Frenchie at her face.
Frenchie?
Yeah,
That's his-
my great
the name of
axe.
his great axe.
Ah, all right. Roll for it.
Codename Mistletoe. That's why I got Peck, Smooch, and then Frenchie.
Does a 5?
Does a
hit?
21? Does a 21 hit?
A 21 hits.
That's not a thrown weapon. It's disadvantage.
Does a? I'm guessing a 6 doesn't hit.
I was so close.
I'm sorry.
I was so
Six
close.
does not hit.
I'm sorry.
Just flies behind Candy and just
Aim's a little off. Probably the depth perception. Shit.
She's gonna throw it out there. Only one of us was given the title of Santa's head elf helper, and it wasn't any of the three of you. So you're not gonna be able to kill me. All right. So why don't you go back to, making sure everybody does what they're supposed to and nobody has more than 2 cups of hot cocoa. Okay. With that,
Da.
she'll like walk off.
We shall do this. And I like indicate to Turbo, and he's just gonna like growl mechanically at her, and you will be getting toys done once more. Mush. And I have like Turbo like following her to guide her to the what's the word? Toy shop to make toys.
She'll go up and she, similarly to Santa, just kind of like flies up, and you're like,
The fuck?
the hell? Why the hell can they fly? It doesn't make any sense. And then they're off and gone. And then the
Dude.
Nutcrackers, now that Candy has left, they're just Nutcrackers. They don't move really.
Well, that was very strange, but if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna retire for the night, and John Candlewick will make his way to his room, light up a fire, have a thing of eggnog, and start petting his dog.
Oh, he has a dog.
again.
For now.
I too shall call it a night. A silent night.
When you walk up, Gearnog,
God.
up to the level, you see what you had given Greg. He has set it off when Santa walked by.
Nice.
He's like, hey, Gearnog, did you see my warning? I found Santa.
I saw your warning. Thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
I greatly appreciate it. Maybe I can thank you for this with a special cup of well, we call it's my family's recipe. It's eggnog, but it's we are the Gearnogs, so we make a special kind of eggnog.
Cool.
So
That sounds lovely.
Duff
Maybe
that stock.
tomorrow.
it is
got
basically
Gearnog
in it.
it's basically Gearnog, but you add vodka.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Like a lot
vodka
of
makes
vodka,
my
like-
panties fall off. So
Oh
it works
goodness,
for me.
God! I'll get to work on the drinks. I'll be back.
Okay,
Just take
I will
off.
see you soon.
Ow. Henry will just get up out of there and then start slowly walking off to like where the tree lining is to go to his cabin.
And as
And just-
you get upstairs, you start to go to your different ways, because your job is pretty much done for the day. This is the most exciting day you have literally ever had here at the North Pole. Never done anything like this. You see Santa and Mrs. Claus having a stern talking to with Candy. And you are not quite sure how that's going, but you feel as if tomorrow you're probably going to have to go check in on her again, because it seems like she is a bit of a troublemaker. up here at the North Pole. And that's our game for tonight. So thank you guys all so much for joining us. I hope you have such a happy holiday season and a wonderful new year. And I hope you will join us all in the new year when we get back to our main campaign with our wonderful GM over there, Marco, and see what happens then.
Thanks, Tiff. That was amazing.
That was awesome.
I hope you guys
did
enjoyed
great.
it. So
You did
thank
fantastic.
you.
That was an incredible first jamming experience. Like
Thank you.
so good.
Genuinely.
Yeah.
Thank you. I homebrewed all of it, so I really hope that it made sense because it made sense up here. So
Well,
You did fantastic, and even
Oh.
under the weather, you still killed it.
Yeah, for real.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
under the weather, over the top. Did great. Did anybody have any theories as to what was going on?
I have no
the-
idea.
I
The
thought
lipstick.
Santa and Candy were having an affair, and Mrs. Claus found out.
100%. When I saw the lips, when the
Yeah,
the
when you
lipstick on
said the
cup,
lipstick and the errant mark, and also she was like busy cooking, and I'm thinking like this bitch cooked Candy. Like-
I'm just,
I
That
thought,
was
I
trying
thought
to
that was gonna be
good.
trying to bake all the cookies. Wait, she was baking cookies. What kind
She
of
was
cookies was she baking?
Not gingerbread, sugar cookies. Yeah. People at the North Pole don't really eat gingerbread cookies that much because apparently they come to life and move around. So
Gotcha.
it would kind of like be eating one of your own. Some people frown upon that, Henry Whittlemaker.
They're not my own. I'm a gnome. They're gingerbread. And hey, the housing market just crashed.
You know, they keep tearing down all of this beautiful forest and popping up these gingerbread houses, like, and they're all cookie cutter, if you know what I mean.
Y'all want to know why you had to do the dexterity saving throws?
The
mean
wisdom
the
saving
wisdoms?
throws?
Yes,
I do wanna know.
You. So if you had failed 3 times, which you did not, because you didn't end up doing all the things that would have triggered it, then all of the elves would have found out that Sienna was missing and assumed that you all did it, and then they all would have turned on you. Not the elves,
that would
the
have been cool.
helpers.
That's
That
awesome.
would have been a fun fight.
That would have
All the
would've been
helpers in the North
awesome.
Pole were going to turn on you and think it was your fault
See?
because
Look at that.
you were
That's
supposed
brilliant.
to.
That is
That's
genius.
why Mrs. Claus told you to keep it quiet because they're behind on toy production and not to freak out the elves. So if they would have found out, that's why, like, because you took the naughty and nice list, they no, it doesn't leave like with anybody but Santa. So that would have been something that they potentially could have noticed. When you took the key, if you would have removed the jingle bell, it wouldn't have done anything. But since you walked out with the bell, they heard it. The reason you were able to open the door easily was basically just like if you had any type of way to like pick the lock, you could do it because like that's what you would do. If you would have broken the door down, it would have like you would have had to do it again. So there was like a bunch of little things. So should we do the thing?
Do the thing.
We should do the thing.
All right. How does it go again? Steve, do you want to do it? You want to count us down?
Yeah, sure. Why not? A 1, a 2, a 3.
Bye.
Bye.